Hey One Piece fans, welcome back to our channel. Today we're exploring an intriguing what-if scenario that has been a hot topic among the Straw Hat Crew's adventures. What would have happened if Ace had asked Garp to save him? It's a question that tugs at the heartstrings of every fan, wondering if the tragic events at Marineford could have been avoided. Portgas Ace, the fiery 2nd Division commander of the Whitebeard Pirates and the son of the Pirate King, Gold D. Roger, found himself in a dire situation, leading to one of the most heart-wrenching moments in One Piece history. But what if Ace, in his final moments, had reached out to his grandfather, the legendary marine hero Monkey D. Garp, for help? Garp isn't just any marine. He's a powerhouse known for his incredible strength and unyielding sense of justice. A man who, alongside the Pirate King himself, Gold D. Roger, took down the infamous rock pirates at God Valley, a crew that boasted some of the most formidable pirates of their time, including Prime Big Mom, Prime Kaido, and Prime Whitebeard. Garp's reputation as the hero of the Marines wasn't earned lightly. His exploits are legendary, and his power, even in his later years, is formidable. So, could Garp have made a difference if Ace had asked for his help? Would his connection to both the Marines and his grandson have swayed the events of Marineford? Join us as we delve deep into this compelling alternate history, examining Garp's achievements, his complex relationship with his family, and the sheer power he wielded that once struck fear into the hearts of even the most dangerous pirates. Buckle up, because this journey will take us through the history of Garp's legendary feats, the strength of the rock pirates he faced, and the emotional turmoil that could have changed everything for Ace and the Whitebeard Pirates. Let's dive in. The Paramount War was pivotal in One Piece history. The world watched as the Whitebeard Pirates launched a daring mission to rescue Portgas Ace from execution, a move that threatened to plunge the world into chaos. The war saw the Marines and their allies, including the 7 warlords of the sea, face off against Whitebeard, his crew, and their numerous New World allies. As the battle raged, the stakes grew higher with each passing moment. The tide seemed to turn when Luffy, Ace's adoptive brother, arrived at the battlefield, fighting against overwhelming odds to save him. It was during this intense conflict that he was witnessed a rare moment of vulnerability from Monkey D. Garp, the hero of the Marines. As Garp stood by and watched the events unfold, he made a heartbreaking remark. "I have no pity for villains, but family is a different story." This line revealed the deep conflict within Garp, torn between his duty as a Marine and his love for his grandson. Now imagine if Ace, in a desperate plea, had called out to Garp, "Help me, Grandpa." How would this moment have changed the course of history? Garp, known for his unwavering sense of duty, might have found himself at a crossroads. His love for Ace, whom he had raised as his own, could have overridden his loyalty to the Marines. It's plausible that Garp, faced with Ace's desperate plea, would have taken immediate action. His immense strength and combat prowess, unmatched by most, would have made him a formidable force against even the admirals present at Marineford. If Garp had decided to intervene, he would have struck down anyone who stood in his way, including his fellow Marines. The sheer shock of Garp, a Marine hero, turning against his own, would have caused a momentary lapse in the Marines' coordinated efforts, creating a critical window for Ace's rescue. The moral dilemma and the respect Garp commanded might have also swayed some Marines to hesitate or even side with him. However, despite his power and influence, freeing Ace wouldn't have been a simple task. Garp would have faced fierce opposition from figures like Admiral Akainu, who was determined to see Ace's execution through. The confrontation between Garp and Akainu could have been monumental, with Garp potentially overpowering the Admiral, yet even with Garp's intervention, the chaotic and highly volatile environment of Marineford would have made a successful escape uncertain. The presence of other powerful figures, including Sengoku, who had held personal ties with Garp, would have complicated matters further. Sengoku's understanding of Garp's internal conflict might have led to a momentary hesitation, but the overarching duty to uphold marine law would prevail, leading to a scenario where Garp, despite his efforts, might have been overwhelmed or restrained. In this hypothetical scenario, Garp's actions would have sparked a broader conflict within the Marines themselves, possibly leading to a split or even a mutiny. The potential outcomes are numerous, ranging from Ace's escape and a retreat by the Whitebeard pirates to Garp's arrest or execution for treason. Regardless, the repercussions of such an act would have sent shockwaves throughout the One Piece world, forever altering the balance of power and the perception of the Marines. Ultimately, we can say that Ace would have been freed successfully by Garp. The sheer number of factors at play, including the Marines' determination, the presence of powerful opponents, and the chaotic nature of war, would have made any rescue attempt fraught with danger and uncertainty. But one thing is clear. Garp's decision to act on behalf of his family would have added a deeply personal and emotional layer to the already tumultuous events at Marineford, making it one of the most dramatic turning points in the series. In the scenario where Garp's love for his grandson overcomes his duty as a Marine, he successfully frees Ace, creating a pivotal moment that alters the course of the Paramount War. Yet Garp, a man of honor and integrity, would not flee from the consequences of his actions. Deeply loyal to the Marines despite his personal conflict, Garp would likely surrender himself, accepting any punishment for his defiance, even capital punishment. But would it be that simple to condemn a hero like Garp? A man who has dedicated his life to justice, who has trained some of the most powerful figures in the world, and who is respected by both Marines and pirates alike. The execution of Garp would undoubtedly be met with outrage and resistance. Luffy and Ace, having witnessed their grandfather's sacrifice, would not stand idly by. And what of Monkey D. Dragon, the world's most wanted man and Garp's son? The fate of Garp, the heroic Marine, who dared to defy the very institution he served, would become a flashpoint for a larger struggle. Yet these questions remain unanswered, leaving us to wonder about the possibilities and the paths not taken. But as all with all great tales, some stories are left for another time. The world of One Piece is vast and full of mysteries, and the journey of the Monkey D family is far from over. So subscribe, join us, and tune in again as we continue to delve into the endless adventures and possibilities within the world of One Piece.